Tonight, family and friends will gather to remember the teenage boy that died last night after he was pulled out of a frozen lake in Roxborough.
Dylan Wittenberg's family says that he died on his 14th birthday. Dylan was one of 4 teenagers who fell through the ice in Crystal Lake on Tuesday afternoon. West Metro Fire says neighbors pulled 2 boys and a girl out of the water using extension cords and garden hoses. Then a dive team rescued Dylan. His family is holding a candlelight vigil tonight at 6 at Crystal Lake.
Coloradans stocking up on wine or liquor for the holidays have traditionally, of course, gone to their favorite liquor store. But next year, they could go instead to their grocery store. Voters passed a proposition allowing supermarkets to sell wine. 9 News reporter Matt Jablow walks us through how this could affect stores and what's next.
We have wines here that, there's just a few bottles of for the whole state.
This time of year is a busy one for liquor stores in Colorado.
October, November, December are our busiest time of the year.
This year is no exception.
People are gearing up for the holidays and festivities.
But this year, many liquor store owners are not just busy, but also extremely nervous.
The unknown is scary, for sure.
Carolyn Joy is the owner of Joy Wine and Spirits, a Denver liquor store opened by her father in 1963.
So everybody's in a good mood, usually when they come to our store.
Joy was a vocal opponent of Proposition 125, the state ballot initiative narrowly approved by voters this month that will allow grocery and convenience stores to sell wine beginning on March 1st.
It could be very devastating to my business.
Joy says the passage of Prop 125 will be bad not just for liquor stores that lose business to grocery and convenience stores, but also bad for shoppers if independent liquor stores are forced to close.
Consumers will lose selection. Grocery stores do not carry the amount or the depth or breadth of product that we have.
Joy says liquor stores near supermarkets could be especially vulnerable. Liquor stores had the same fears when grocery stores started selling full-strength beer in 2019. But the State Department of Revenue found that there were the same number of liquor stores in 2021 compared to 2017.
So here we're supporting another local business.
Joy says she's hopeful that her store will survive, but she's not certain.
I'm anxious about what the future could bring.
In Denver, Matt Jablow, 9 News.
Carolyn Joy told us that passing Prop 125 will increase the number of stores in Colorado that can sell wine by more than 1,000. She says there are currently about 1,600 Colorado liquor stores licensed to sell wine today.
Let's take a live look outside right now. City of Denver, sun just starting to kind of peek back. Beautiful day though today. Kathy's here. Filling us in, and I keep forgetting that sunset is coming earlier and earlier. So that 2:30 drive this afternoon, I'm like, it feels like it's about to be nighttime.
I know, and it's very strange to be driving home at like 5 p.m. and it's completely dark. It's very strange. And you know what? It's just been a beautiful day and an unusually warm day for this time of year. This temperature trend looks like it's going to last right into the weekend. So kind of a neat thing that we have going on across Colorado when you consider there's a storm system just south and east of us and another one moving on shore in the Pacific Northwest. We're sandwiched in between these two storms. High clouds are coming into southeastern Colorado. And out ahead of that Pacific storm, a little shortwave or weather disturbance that may actually bring some overnight snow showers tomorrow night. This night, beautiful, clear skies, great evening to be out and about. Great night for, I don't know, having dinner on the patio. It's not that cold out there. And you know what? If you're going shopping or you're going skiing, Mother Nature cooperating. I-25 and I-70 just fine for travelers. Temperatures above average. How about 60 degrees in Denver today in November? And we have that warm weather trend that looks like it's going to last. But let me show you what happens. Clear skies tonight. You wake up to mostly sunny skies tomorrow. We get into Saturday afternoon. We start to see increase in clouds and maybe a few snow showers in the high country. Overnight tomorrow night by 8 p.m. through about 2 a.m. we may have a little bit of light snow, but you wake up 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, you'll be like, what snow? Going to be long gone. So we're back to sunshine. So kind of a little system sneaking in here to overnight tomorrow night. Not tonight though. We have 50s and temperatures dropping into the 40s with clear skies. In Maine weather, we'll talk about the timing of that Saturday storm, detail the mountain snow forecast. A lot of people getting up. All the ski resorts are opening and they're open, and Mother Nature's been bringing snow over the past week. But again, Denver, you guys might have a little bit of snow overnight tomorrow night, just out of nowhere. It's like, where did that little disturbance come from?
It feels right. That's a good timing.
Does
I'm
feel
okay
like
with that.
Christmassy. Yes.
Time for all the Christmas stuff. May as well bring a little snow with it.
I know, it is. It's just that time of year, and I saw a lot of people driving with trees on their cars today.
Already?
Yes.
I mean, it is
Yes.
Friday, I guess.
I know.
Better hope that
I'm late. I need to get on it.
Better hope
me
that thing
too.
survives through Christmas. We'll find out. Kathy, thank you. When the Marshall Fire burned more than 1,000 homes, families lost everything. Over the past few months, people from across the country worked to give back to each of these families a little piece of home heading into the holidays. A Facebook group called Operation Christmas Ornaments organized efforts across the United States to have volunteers make special gifts for those who were impacted by the devastating wildfire, which happened last December. Organizer Carol Burton says more than 7,200 handmade Christmas ornaments were sent to Colorado and were sorted for distribution last weekend. She says that people from 40 states, even as far as Japan, wanted to help families rebuild their decoration collection.
Not just words, action behind the words, and show that they wanted to take the time to create something beautiful and special just for them.
The ornaments will be distributed at no cost to those impacted by the Marshall Fire on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, located at 13370 Lowell Boulevard in Broomfield. The event will also have Santa and Buddy, the elf, for the kiddos.
It was a goalless tie for the United States men's national team today in Qatar, but a riveting game that still spoke volumes. The team is still unbeaten against England at the World Cup, and this is the third time the two have met on the world stage. Now, while this was not a standard W, it does not mean that the crowd was any less excited to root for the red, white, and blue.
I'm stoked. I wish we could show up for soccer all of the time, but I love how people rally around the World Cup, and it gets people together from all over the world, and that's why I love the sport.
As for what lies ahead, Team USA could still advance to the knockout rounds in Group B. The Americans' final group stage game is on Tuesday at noon against Iran. If they don't win, they'll then be out of the tournament. FIFA says it's now sold more than 3 million tickets for this World Cup so far, and unlike some of the Broncos games, most of those tickets are actually getting used. The average attendance for these games throughout the Cup was 94% as of this morning. There have been some questions, though, as to whether FIFA and Qatar are fudging these numbers, because the reported attendance at one match was nearly 2,000 more people than the stadium's capacity. So this morning, Qatar became the first host nation to get eliminated from the tournament in their first two games. Qatar dropped both of their first two games, and because Ecuador and the Netherlands tied today, there is no way this host country can make up the points they need.
The only other host nation to not make it past the group stage was South Africa back in 2010, but it took 4 games for them to be knocked out. We were hoping to have some Avs highlights for you from the Music City, but their noon game against the Predators got canceled today. A water main break in the city of Nashville flooded the arena overnight. The NHL says that the game will be rescheduled at some point in the future. The Avs are back home tomorrow night to play the Stars. And we have some sad news to pass along about a former 9 News colleague. Mike Nolan, a legendary sportscaster here at 9 News, has passed away.
Nolan spent 25 years working in television and radio in Denver. Before making Colorado his home, Mike worked in Buffalo, Chicago, and Miami. He came to 9 News in the 70s. He stayed here into the 90s. Mike retired from covering Denver sports back in 2004. He covered the Orange Crush and the start of the Rockies baseball team for us. He also called games for Colorado State, Wyoming, and Air Force. Our Tom Green says he will remember Nolan for being funny, sharp, and personable. Mike Nolan died in Santa Fe, New Mexico after a brief illness. He was 85 years old. Still ahead on 9 News at 4, we are sitting down with an artist who is especially talented at telling stories without words.
Her art reflects the history often ignored.
And we're talking with a chef about how you can make the most of your holiday meal leftovers before they go bad in a couple days.
It's another nice weekend across the metro area, but the S word back in the forecast. No, not that one. Kathy's got more on the chilly weather that might bring some snow in about 10 minutes.